Well, afternoon, carpers. Here we are again on the bank. Been a long time since I was out on the bank. It's what? I think it's the end of May. Yes, the end of May was my last trip. But you join me on this trip. Fishery that I've never fished before. So, and we're on the island's fishery. And I am in peg 9, long chuck. I'll just flip you round and I'll show you the swim. So this is my swim. First impressions, awesome. I've just seen a fish literally there. I was just bringing my kit up over the bank, so I've only just arrived. Literally jumped out there, right out the water. So yeah, good signs. They're in the vicinity. So I've got all this. Peg 8's through here. Over there, sorry, peg 8's through there. And peg 9 is through there. Oh, sorry, peg 10, just through there. I'm in peg 9. So yeah, so nice and secluded. And they're very big swims, to be fair. Oh, sorry. As you can see, I just dumped the stuff. You're not allowed to park your car behind your swim. What you're allowed to do is I'll flip you back round. What you're allowed to do is dump your stuff off and then go and park your car in the car park and then sort yourself out, and when you want to pack up you take all your stuff down to the bottom end of the swim, so you move it all out the swim, and then you go and get your car, you drive around, load up, and then you're allowed to move on. There's a 10 minutes waiting time, but unfortunately, if it takes you longer than 10 minutes to pack up, load up your car, it takes more than 10 minutes, but shouldn't take you that long really. So yeah, shouldn't take too long, but like I say, this is all my kit. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened there. There's a table up there, that's what I was saying. So if there's two of you and one's in peg 9, one's in peg 8, sorry, if one's in peg 9 and one's in peg 10, that table just up there, that's in between 10 and 9, so that's a bit of a social area up there. So yeah, right, oh, the finger again. This is all my kit. Right, there's my new hoodie from Hinders, #Hinders. Thank you very much for that. And so I'm going to get my bivvy up, get my rod sorted, get him out on the dance floor, and I'll catch up with you later, carpers. Alright, cheers, thank you. Well, afternoon, carpers. Just sitting in the shade. That's got really hot. On the way down, it was very overcast, like looking like it's going to rain. And I thought, well, that's a bit strange considering the weather forecast was meant to be warm, but they don't always get it right, as we well know. But yeah, it's got really warm now, but rods are out, all three are out. They've been out, what, 10, 20 minutes now. I had to make some new rigs up. It's micro barb rules here. I didn't have any micro barb hook links made up, so I had to make some. And then so I made some up, got the bivvy up, got everything away, tidied everything up, made my hook links up, went and got some water for me kettle, and then I thought, right, we'll get the rods out now. So Rods are out, and it's 4:10 now. Like I say, they've been out 10, 20 minutes, something like that. So yeah, they're out, and hopefully going to do the biz. We can only keep our fingers crossed and pray to the carp gods. When I first arrived, I don't know, I think I said there was a fish boshed out as I brought the kit over the bank from the track. Oh, had a beep. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Get a live take. Wow. Just a couple of beeps. I have backleaded, so that's a positive sign in my book. Fingers crossed. That's through me now. Yeah, so sorry. I was bringing my kit over the bank from the track, and then as I was coming over the bank, I see this fish just bosh straight out in the middle of open water. Whilst I was making the rigs up, I was sat down in the chair, and then making the rigs up, keeping an eye on the water, keeping my ears open, see if I could see or hear anything, and nothing. Now I don't know if it's because it's got really hot. I'm not sure, and that they've sort of not showing so much now. But when I first got here, like I say, I see that one bosh, and there's a couple of bits of fizzing here and there. But just before I put my rods out and I got all ready to put them out, I had a look, and nothing was really showing. There was no boshing, no fizzing. It just gone. Whether they've gone out of my water or now, I don't know. And maybe I missed the boat. Maybe I should have concentrated on getting my rods out before I put my home up. But I'm here for 72 hours. A bit less than that now, I suppose. But because I'm here until Thursday, today's Monday, I always like to get me home and get everything put away and tidy up and get everything sort of, somewhere where you want it. And then worry about the rods rather than doing it the other way around. If I was on a 24-hour session, then I'd probably get the rods out first. But like I said, I didn't have no rigs made up anyway, because I forgot until halfway down it's microbarb rule only. So I thought, there's no stress, but they're out there now. Like I say, that one's just, one of them's just beeped. So fingers crossed we'll get one before dark, if not during the night. But like I say, it's got hot, and then there's a few clouds around, but it's hot in the sun, really hot. That's that. From this morning, from driving down from it, it's looking like a bit dull and overcast and rainy. Look rainy. It was yeah, it was thought, oh, that'd be right if it stays like that. But just as I was putting the rods out, getting ready to put them out after I've done the rigs, that cloud's gone. There's fluffy white clouds up there now, as you can see, just there. And the sun's directly in front of my swim, right above my bivvy. If I just turn you around quickly and show you. Can you see? Yeah, there you go. Full on sun. So yeah, so I just got my chair, got in the shade with a cider. Got a dented can, fell out of the car. Lucky enough, it didn't pierce the can, it just dented it. So happy days to me. That one's saved. So yeah, so nothing exciting to report apart from the rods are out. I've had a couple of beeps, so that's a good sign. Yeah, we're sit back and chill and wait for the summit carpet to happen. So in the meantime, carpers, I'll leave it there. I'm going to drink this cider and then keep my eyes and ears open, see if I can see any shows. So yeah, and so then, until we get a carp, or it becomes, before it comes dark, I'll leave you there and I'll get back to you later. Happy carping. Oh, wow. Morning, carpers. A very, very quiet night. Not even a bleep, unfortunately. Nothing. The swim opposite me, directly down that channel, must be a swim just sort of opposite me. He had one in the night about 3 o'clock. But apart from that, I didn't hear nothing from anyone. Very, very quiet. Time now is 6:15. So yeah, I think I'm just going to watch the water really. Just to see if I can get any signs to see where they are. So at the minute, I don't know. I don't know at all. I was hoping to see a bailiff yesterday. I don't know if they come around and sort of to see who's on, or double check that the people what think that was a splash, and that was, I don't know if that's my water, but that was just there. But there is a cut through just here, and I don't know if that's my water or not, but it was a showing fish, which is good. No, I don't, I've never been here before. I don't know if the bailiff comes round or not. Just to monitor who's on and who went on, who's here and who went here. Like I said, I was hoping to see a bailiff so I can just see if they can give me any pointers or where the spots are. Because it's a lovely lake, but you got so many features you could fish to. You could have one over there, one there, one there, one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could have about 6, 7 rods out in this swim, and still not cover all the features. But it is a stunning lake. The pictures on their website of the aerial view doesn't do this lake justice. You get a lot of water. You get more water than you realise. But yeah, I think I'm going to make a coffee. I'm going to make a coffee
sit here and just look and see if I could rattle my brains if the spots I'm in are the correct spots. And I just need to give it time. But I could be in the wrong spots. Right, too late, carpers. I am going to leave it there. I'm going to make a coffee. And I'll get back to you with an update. Afternoon, carpers. 1 o'clock. Still no fish to report, unfortunately. I don't know. Haven't seen any. Haven't heard any. It's got really warm now, though. So yeah, it's turned really hot. So they're probably laid up somewhere. I just had a walk around the lake. There's 2 or 3 swims of empty. Whether they'll be full by tonight, I don't know. But at the minute there's 2 or 3 empty at least. But the ones what were empty I walked into and I couldn't see no fish in there either, so they're hiding somewhere, little rascals. So I had a late breakfast. So I had a late breakfast, like I say, and went for a walk, reeled the rods in, went for a walk, had a few chats, just to sort of see what was going on, and everybody else said, yeah, nothing, mate. One chap had one at 3 o'clock in the morning. He didn't say what weight it was, actually. So I've come back to my swim. Rods are now out, and just had a little bit of a move, not much. But there's let me see if I can flip you around. I'll try and point you in the right direction. Bear with me. So, right, let me try and get you where I am. So I've gone in there. I've gone right there. Oh, it's gone out of focus now. So I've gone in there and towards the back that way. If I move, I think there you go. It's in focus now. So yeah, so sort of in there and then backwards towards right at the back. About I'll roughly guess about half a rod length off the island. Not much more than that. And then the second rod, I've gone where I had it in the island, in the between the 2 islands this morning, and I've just moved it towards the bank there, so a bit more undercover in the shade against the bank. And my third rod is literally where those ducks aren't. Where those ducks are there, just there now on the corner of this island. Well, it's a spit. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'll just flip you around again. There you are. So yeah, so had a little bit of a move. Not mega moves. We'll just wait and see now. Fingers crossed. See what happens, so they say. But my neighbour, the one in Peg 8, yesterday, he got here yesterday, same as me. Within 2 hours, he had one on the bank, and then yesterday afternoon, I don't know what it was, but yesterday afternoon, all I kept on hearing is his bite alarm screaming off. I think he had a bit of a session yesterday afternoon. I don't know how many he's had, if those runs came to anything at all. But I went round to have a chat with him. He's asleep on his bed chair, sunning himself, which I can't blame him. But yeah, so he's asleep on his bed chair, soaking up the sun. So I didn't get a chat to him, but I'll pop round there later, hopefully, and have a chat. But his rods ain't done nothing today. I haven't heard no screamers, no nothing. So maybe the fish was held up in there yesterday and he's took advantage of that and they've moved on. Don't know. Not even not even seeing them cruising on top. No, I'm looking out now and I can't see them cruising on the top. So it's like, you know, they're not taking stuff off the surface. Don't know. Anyway, like I say, it's 1:05 now. So that must be time for a cider. So until something carpy happens, or later on in the evening when we do the rods for the evening, I will catch you a bit later on. But hopefully it'll be with a carp on the bank. Keep carping. Well, good evening, carpers. 10 to 6. Still nothing to report. Nothing at all. It's been really, really hot today though. Really hot. So yeah, it's hotter today than it was yesterday. So I haven't even seen them cruising in my swim. Went for a walk earlier. Chap in swim 8. He's had a couple today, so he's had 4 in total now. He had about 4 or 5 just cruising around in his swim, just off the surface. The chap next door's gone, and there's someone else in there now. He's a local lad. He's fished this quite a few times before. So he's got the lie of the land, and to be fair to him, fair play, he shared some information, which is good. He just lost one as well, so he's been there less than 4 hours and he's had a run already. So yeah, he definitely knows his stuff. So I was nearly on the spots, but not quite. Basically, when you look out of my swim into the water onto the islands, if you see a clear patch on the bank, i.e. with no trees or anything, so I got a couple on my island out to me on my left, there's a couple of clear areas between trees. He reckons bump your bait boat tight against those areas. So literally put your bait boat, front of your bait boat, right into the bank, and then drop your bait. Because there's a shelf apparently. And the fish stays off the bottom of the shelf and come to the top of the shelf. So yeah, that's a nice bit of information. I've watched 3 or 4, 5. I've watched as many as I can actually of YouTube videos on this lake, and they're all quite helpful, but I don't really, whether the people who've done the videos know that, but I don't know. But yeah, so if you come to Islands Fisheries and you got a bait boat, find your clear spot on the bank on the islands, put your bait boat right tight against the bank, and then drop your bait. So that's what I've tried. One of them I think I've put probably in the wrong place by rod length, but the other one I think I'm near much there, but I am an whether I am literally on the top of the shelf or just off the top or just off the shelf. I can't remember, but it is what it is. And the other one I've just brought in tonight into my margin on my left just to give it a go, trying all sorts of baits. So yeah, giving all sorts of baits a go and see where we go with that. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. It's a bit disheartening that I haven't got one already, but it is what it is. It's carp fishing. Hopefully it ain't going to be a blank blog, but I haven't had a blank blog for a while, so yeah, it's a bit concerning. But hey-oh, I hope you keep supporting me and following me on my journey. I do forget to ask, but if you'd like to know, hit the thumbs button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any further videos going forward from here. I do forget to ask, but it'd be much appreciated if you give us a thumbs up and a subscribe, and hit the bell icon so when I do upload another video you get a notification. That'd be great. I'm just lit the barbecue. I'm waiting for the coals to get hot, and then I'll have a bit of food on the old barbie, and then unless something carpy happens, I'll catch you later on. Keep on carping. Good evening, carpers. Just a quick update. Nothing to report really. No fish on my front. Losing the light. It's 5 to 5. It's 5 to 5. 5 to 9 now. So I thought I'd do a quick update before I call it a night. So yeah. So unfortunately, no fish on my front, but it's been really hot. I don't think nothing's come out during the day. My neighbour in 10, he's lost 2 and landed 1. The one he's just landed was probably about 20 minutes ago. So yeah, so they're on the munch now. They weren't munching earlier. It's too hot, I think. But and the guy on swim 8, he's now on 6 fish. So yeah, but both of them are on different baits to me, and baits that I haven't got. They're both on Diamond 8 baits. One's on red robin, and the other one is on krill. So hopefully it's not an omen that I ain't gonna catch because I haven't got either of them. But we can only but try. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this coffee. It's losing the light, so I will see you in the morning with an update unless something carpy happens. Till then, good night, carpers. And carpers, a little bit unexpected. We just had one come out of the blue. Totally wasn't expecting that, so blanks out the way, thank God. It was £17, 7 ounces. Didn't get a video for it because the fish was being a complete ass. He wiped out my other rods. So I've had a right old mess to sort out, so I will put a picture in. Hopefully I don't know where I can get the picture out, but I will put the picture up. So hopefully it's during this clip. So like I say, didn't video it because he was being a complete ass. He wasn't playing ball. Quite an angry one, really. So yeah, we've sorted all the rods back out. They're back out. They're not where they were. I had no chance of putting them where they were. That wasn't going to happen, unfortunately. So yeah, and that's a shame because I was the left hand rod, which is the one I caught it on, was where my neighbour in peg 10 said to bump it against the bank, and that's what I'd done, and bosh, it's gone off. So yeah, it's 20 past 10 now. So yeah, but yeah, so the blank's out the way. I will put a picture up. Sorry there isn't no video footage of it, but he was being an ass. The neighbour from Peg 10 heard all the commotion, so he come over. He's took some pictures for me. Just I was trying to get the camera set up and everything, and the fish was being an ass. He tried jumping out the cradle and all sorts, so we just took a picture and put him back in, out the way. So yeah, so sorry about there's no video footage of it, but I will put a picture up like I said. Pressure's off now, bit happier, and yeah. Right, we'll catch you in the morning, unless something carpy happens later. Ciao. Oh, good morning, carpers. Good morning, good morning. Morning. Just setting the rods, getting the rods sorted. I'll go and use the, let's get you out of there. Let's get you, just get a bit higher. There we go. Yeah, so I'll go and use the facilities. Bear with me. That's better. Must have lowered it to put it in the bivvy last night. Yeah, just I'll go and use the facilities. The old body clock motion setting. So I reeled in. I wasn't hopeful anyway, because like I said, that I had that fish last night, and yeah, it wiped out my other rod, so I just pop chucked them out there, and then they came in with a load of little bits of debris on, so I wasn't hopeful anyway. But I just put one rod out. One rod's gone out already, and I've got these two rods here just ready to go. But just trying to think where, because now I put my first rod, my right hand rod, sorry, just in there, just then clearing there. So there's a bit of a clearing there, so I put my right hand rod there. I'll just turn you around. The one I had on the fish I had was there is where I had the fish, just there in that dirt bank. One's definitely going out there. I just don't know where to put the third one, if I'm honest. I think I'm going to chance it and put it up there. There's a clearing there. I think I might put it in there actually. Or I might just stick it in the margin, I don't know. Trouble is, I went on the end here, just there yesterday, and I was just getting pulverised by ducks, and they kept on picking up the bait. So that wasn't ideal. So yeah, not ideal at all. Right, let me think about this one, and I'll get back to you. Right, carpers, let's get this third rod out. The other two are out. It's a bit of a road trip. We'll try and get it where I had it last night. Let's just hope we can get it there or thereabouts. Right, want to go left, please. Like I said, it's a long way in there. It's a lot further than you think. Those trees do come out a long way. Just a bit more. That's the bank there. Let the boat will turn round. There she comes. That's a long old way. But I say it's not, I don't mean a long way as in a long way too far out of my water. It's not my, it's all my water. But the bank's further away in the trees. The trees hang over about, some of the trees hang over about 15 foot. So yeah, my first night I wasn't nowhere near the edge of the bank. Right, that's us fishing. So let's see what happens today. I'll just set the bobbin. Back let it first. Highly recommended apparently to back lead here. So if it comes recommended, you do what's recommended, don't you? So recommendation to back lead we will. Bobbing on. One more turn. That's that. Check the drag. Yeah, that's good. Happy with that. Alarm's on. And fingers crossed to see what comes out today. Alright, Cappers, well, I'm going to make a coffee now because I don't have one yet. And I'll catch up with you in a bit. Ah, Cappers, I forgot to say. You see me put me, well, you didn't see me put all 3 rods out, but you see me put one out. So what I'm on is the new Hinders 365 nut 365 from Hinders. Yeah, so they're dumbbell wafters, and the other one is on a Tutti Frutti dumbbell wafter, and they are 2 tones, so orange and whites, and they smell divine. Very, very sweet. And then the other one is another Hinders bait, and that's a seafood dumbbell wafters, and they're just normal yellows. The one I had the fish on last night was the Nut 365. So that's doing the trick for me on this session. And to be fair, I think I've caught on the Nuts 365 on every session since I've had them. And I think it's the last 3 sessions I think that I've had fish on. So yeah, they are a good bait, definitely. So fingers crossed they can do the do again. But it's tough going. I was virtually giving up. I didn't think we was going to get one. And then last night, unexpectedly, bosh, off it went. So we can only keep our fingers crossed and hope for another one. But if that's all I end up with, I'm happy with just the one. One's better than none. I know you come for, a 72-hour session, you would hope to have more than 1 or 2, but it's a tough water. It's a stunning lake. It is stunning. Never been here before, and it's all about finding spots. I will say one thing though, not very good for signal around here. Not a very good signal at all. You would think you were somewhere back on beyond. There's a table up there, as you see earlier. Between 9 and 10, there's a table on a bank. That's the only place I can get a signal. But anyway, I'm just going to sit here, watch the water, see if I can see any signs, and see what we can do. See you later, carpers. We'll catch you later. Well, good afternoon, carpers. Lack of information, updates means no carp. It is mega hot. Mega hot today. See the bailiff today. That was helpful. He showed me a few spots. I wasn't a million miles away from him. He just thinks I should come away from the bank a little bit more than what I am. He said there is a shelf. He said, but at the minute they're sending in about 1 foot to 1.5 foot of water. He said, so you probably want to be just off that shelf, to be fair. So what the chap next door was saying was right, because the water level's a little bit lower than normal at the minute. Which I did think that. I looked at the tree line and I thought, oh, the water level seems to be at least 1 foot low. So he said, yeah, you probably want to be just off the shelf and just literally just drop it off the back of the shelf and into a little bit of deeper water. So I wasn't a million miles away with my spots. So that was good. So not many miles. So I've never tried zigs before. He recommended to put zigs out today because it's going to be so hot. Never fished zigs before, but I did buy some a little while ago. So I thought, do you know what? If I'm going to sit out there with the lines out there doing nothing, I might as well sit out there with zigs. And I've had nothing on it. I've had nothing on the zigs either. So I've had a little snooze. I probably had about an hour's snooze. And the only reason I woke up is because I was in the shade, but I think my legs and my feet was just getting into the. I think the sun's moved round, and where I was, my feet and my legs was just coming into the sun, so I started to get warm. So I think that's what woke me up. So yeah, nothing on the bank. So no news, no carp. So fingers crossed we'll get another one this evening or in the night. But we'll have to see. Fingers crossed. But we've had one on the bank, so like I say, one's better than none. But we'll give it a go. Rod's in the water, we're on the bank. Can't do no more than that. Well, I just made a coffee. I'm gonna drink that and then think about redoing the rods. Put them back on the wafters on the bottom. So I'm gonna put them in the spots that he recommended. And he also said, don't be shy of putting bait in. Now, I haven't overbaited. I never go mad with baiting. A bit like I put enough in the boat for a bite. But he says no. He said don't be shy of putting in the bait. He said a couple of scoops of pellet. He said, and about a scoop of the same size scoop in boilies. He said they do like a bit of bait, but so maybe I've underbaited because he said there's a lot of because they spawned. There's a lot of small stuff out there, and he said there's lots of 4 or 5 pounders. He said, and they are quite greedy at the minute. He said, so if they find your bait, they'll munch it all up. Which don't leave nothing for the bigger fish. So he said, make sure. He said, don't be shy of the bait. So tonight, being the last night, might go with a little bit on one rod, maybe 2, and we'll go with a bit more bait, bit extra bait on what I've been putting in, and see if that proves dividends. But if not, we're into the last night. Pack up tomorrow, home. So we'll see. We will see what happens. Right, I say I just made a coffee. I'm going to drink that and contemplate what I'm going to do. We'll catch you later, carpers. Just had an update saying about how slow it is. And, well, as I come off, I was just taking a swig of my coffee, and my left-hand rod went like a couple of beeps. And it's very strange, and all of a sudden it was gone. And we've got our second fish on the bank at £22, 8 ounces. I'll try and get her up for you. I think she's been a little bit more behaved than that one we had last night. So let's try, see what we can do. £22, 8 ounces. A stunning island fishery carp. There we are. There she is. All in her glory. Thank you very much. You are well appreciated. Second fish on the bank. Right. I'm going to get some pictures. Right, let's get her back. We're trying to... Hopefully we can get it on camera that are going back. She's not ready yet. Come on, girlie. Come on. Are you ready? Are you ready? She's ready. There she goes. Nice one. Oh. Ah. Evening, carpers. 20 to 6. I didn't put the rods back out. I didn't say. It took me a bit of rod out again. So yeah, so I've just redone all the rods, put fresh baits on them. You probably just see them hanging above the bivvy, waiting to go out. So yeah, I'm just gonna do them. That fish, that proper beat me up. I've never really said, but I struggle with my back, and my God, he beat me up. They know where the channels are because he was darting straight off into the channel to go into the swim next door, and I had to, give it a bit of a tug and try not to let him go through there. But in the meantime, he wore me out. He did wore me out, but very welcome indeed, and glad I actually managed to show you on camera rather than just a picture. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. And that one, I caught that one on the seafood dumbbell wafters. That's what I caught that one on. So hashtag Inders, the bait's doing the trick for me. So slow start, nothing Monday, and obviously Tuesday, one last night, Tuesday night, and then on today. That wasn't expected. It really wasn't expected. It was so hot today. It's been so hot. I've been sat in the shade, like I said to you when I done that little catch up. I've been sitting in the shade, and the reason why I woke up is because the sun moved round and it woke me up because I was getting warm. So I moved back into another shady area. Just made a brew, and I just sat there thinking, oh, should I bring the rods in? Because they've been out there a while. And the bobbin just went beep, beep, beep. And I looked across, and the bobbin was up against the alarm like last night. And I thought, oh, it ain't going. And then it sort of made a drop back. I thought, oh, I'm going to strike into that. Striked into it. Where the rod was, the bait, he carted right. He carted right way before he must have started taking line, because he was over there to the right, and the rod and the rig was all over to the left. So so I had to sort of make sure he didn't go down the channel. So I got him past one channel, and he obviously knew there was another channel coming out, and that was it. He was off down there. And the second same as what I think happened last night. Like each swim, I don't know if I said each swim's got like a wallow, so they all got their own deep water out in front of them. Well, I back led, but the back led must go across the dugout bit, and he must have gone underneath there and got tangled up with the line. But yeah, a bit challenging, but we got him in. So that's 2 on the bank now. £17.5, I think it was, and a £22.8. So nice fish, happy with that. So I'm gonna sit here for 10 minutes, and then I'll get the rods out, and then I'll think about making some tea. So we'll see. Not really hungry, if I'm honest. I've got I was gonna have a burger and a steak tonight, but don't think I'm hungry enough. So I might just have a sausage roll. Anyway, I'll leave it there until later. And I'll catch up with you later, carpers. And fingers crossed for the night. Catch you later. Good evening, carpers. It's 9 o'clock now. We have lost the light. So yeah, pretty much light's gone now. And now as time as when I had that fish last night. So I'm hopeful for another one. I'm confident for another one. I've gone on the spots that the bailiff recommended and a little bit extra bait that he recommended. Probably not as much as he recommended, but a little bit more. I've had a beep on each rod on the spots he recommended. So that's a good sign. So I am confident for another one in the night. But you never know. We might not get one. But having two's awesome. I'm happy with that. So yeah, so we're losing the light now, so I'm gonna put everything away and then get on the bed. It's too warm to get in the bed, but I'll get on the bed. So yeah. So I wish you carpers a good night, and I'll see you in the morning unless something carpy happens in the night. Morning, carpers. It's 4:10. We got a little babby. £7.6. Only a little one. Come on, baby. Only a little, but still a little fish. So yeah, there we go. First fish on the bank. The smallest out of them all. So never mind. But it's still a fish. Get some pictures. We'll get her back. Morning, carpers. Nothing cast that little 7-pounder. Got a couple of beeps. On both the left-hand rod and the middle rod. Left-hand rod is where I had the 2 fish. And the middle rod is where the bailiff recommended to go. So I'm not going to touch them now because I've sort of not fished the lake before, as I said before, but I've discovered, and I worked out yesterday, that those that one was out, the one I had yesterday at 4:30 in the afternoon. That bait had been out there nearly 8 hours. So I think they're best left out there as long as possible. So I'm not going to touch them this morning. Unless I have a fish, obviously. Pack up day today. And it's rained. And it's raining again. I'm hoping it's going to clear up and dry up. So I can pack the bivvy away and not have to worry about drying it out. because the last thing I need really is to unpack the bivvy. I haven't got the biggest of gardens, and every time I have to dry the bivvy out in the garden, the girls decide that they want to sleep in it, and then it rains again, and it doesn't get dry as quick. So hopefully we can get it dry today. But I'm just looking out the door now, looking at the water, and it's raining. You can probably hear it on the bivvy. I looked on the weather app for this area, and they didn't give any rain out at all. No rain. The radio, I had the radio on yesterday afternoon, and they said potential chance of showers during the night. Well, we got the showers. It's 7:15. So they're not showers during the night. Yes. I was even contemplating, because my neighbour, the second chap what came in peg 10, he said to me, he said, good luck for tonight. Like, yeah, cheers. He said, good luck for the fishing. He said, but apparently, he said, there's thunderstorms, thunder and lightning coming in and heavy showers. And I thought, oh. So I was contemplating about packing up a day early and go home, just to avoid the heavy showers and the thunderstorms. And that's when I checked the weather app, and the weather app said, nope, it's going to be 0 chance of rain, cloudy, and that's about it. I remember it did say sort of how like wind speed and stuff, but I didn't really take in notice of that. And that said, that all through the night. No rain, no thunder, no lightning. So I thought, oh, maybe I'll stay then. We didn't have no thunder, didn't have no lightning. But obviously we've had the rain this morning. We're having the rain. But I'm glad I did stay in the end, because I banked an extra 2 fish. So, yeah, so we had that 22.8 yesterday afternoon at 4:30, and then we had that little 7-pounder. What was that? I think that's 3 o'clock, wasn't it? I think I said we had that little 7-pounder. So yeah, I'm glad I stayed. I've done that before, where it's meant to chuck it down and rain and like not very good. So I've stayed. I think that was Long Lake. I think I was on to 12 o'clock. I think I had to be off at 12 or 1. I can't remember what time it was now. And then, but they said the rain was coming in at 6 o'clock. So I packed it. I got everything in the car that I didn't need the night before, and I got up at 4 o'clock in the morning, packed the bivvy away because the ground was dry, everything was right. I got everything packed up dry, packed the rods up, just got it in the car by 10 to 6, I think it was. And then the heavens opened up and it just absolutely chucked it down. I thought, that was good timing. But it is what it is. I'm glad I stayed. So I'm glad I stayed. So, yeah, let's see what, fingers crossed it dries up. But like I said, I'm not going to touch the rods now. I redone my right hand rod last night because that's the one I had the fish on. Oh, that was a Hinders Nuts 365 Hinders bait again. So they're liking the 365. They're liking that. So yeah, that's good. Right, so we had a bit of a slow start, I think, on the first day. But it's come good. I'm going to put the kettle on, make a brew, and then see what this brother's going to do. See you later, coppers. I'll catch you later. Well, hello, carpers. We're on that slow pack down now. Got most of the stuff out of the bivvy. Swim's a mess again. It's always a mess when you start and pack up, you know how it is. We had that shower this morning. I'm just trying to get the bivvy dry. We keep getting a bit of sun. It's doing a fairly good job, but then we get a bit of cloud, and then the sun goes behind the cloud, then I'm struggling again to dry it. I really would love to get it dry, packed up, but it will be what it will be. It's 10:30, so I've still got an hour and a half. But I'll probably be gone by 11:30, if I'm honest. Just got to get back, get it all unpacked, and then go and retrieve my doggies off my mum. Bless her, she's had them for this trip because the wife took the 2 kids to her home country, which is Uganda. She took them over there to see her family this summer holidays. So they've been over there for 4 weeks. My youngest, who comes with me normally, Shania, she was a bit miffed that she found out that I was coming fishing. She was a bit upset. And now being here, visited, she would love this lake. She really would love this lake. So definitely going to come back with her, bring her back here. She just loves it. So she's a little bit miffed that I went on this trip. I just didn't have I couldn't go out there for 4 weeks. So, I suppose I could have kept some holiday, but we had no one to have the dogs for 4 weeks. So I've looked after the dogs and carried on going to work whilst they've been out there enjoying themselves. And so yeah, I've got to get back today, go and pick up the dogs, put everything away, neat and tidy, do a few chores around the house, and then go and pick them up from the airport early tomorrow morning, I think it is. So yeah, so I've only got this afternoon I'm popping over my mates tonight, so I've only got this afternoon to do a couple of chores around the house. So yeah, my mate's back, my little Robin friend. Don't know if you can see him. He might run away. Oh, I don't know if you can see him. Can you see him? He keeps visiting me every day. So yeah. So we're just going to have my last cup of coffee, drink this, and then we'll start putting stuff down by the road, because you put all your stuff down by the track behind your swim, and then you go and collect your car, and then you chuck all your stuff in the car, and then you drive off. So I'm going to finish this cup of coffee, start putting the stuff down at the end of the track, and then make my way. We've had a couple of beeps on the rods, but that's about it. So we'll leave them in there to the very last minute that I decide to go. It's like a double-edged sword. You want to catch just one more, but you don't want everything to get wet again. But we always want one more, don't we? Because that one more might be the biggie. But anyway, so this is my outro. Unless anything carpy happens, this will be the last time you see me. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and hit the bell icon for further videos going forward. Thanks, carpers. Catch you laters.